wanted to sort of talk to you about manifestation. And so today's reading is going to be about what are you manifesting? And we'll also cover things that like could help you manifest better and could also be blocking you right now, okay? So this is going to be pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So I'm going to talk for a little bit, and if you want to skip my talking part, you can go ahead and skip to the timestamp I have down below. If not, if you just want to hang around and listen for a little bit, then yeah, I would really appreciate that. So basically, what inspired me to do this reading today was that honestly, I have a very, very difficult relationship with manifestation. I end up manifesting good things and bad things. And so I've been very, very frustrated with my manifestation process recently. Because of past experiences and PTSD, sometimes I manifest bad things to happen in relationships, such as if people do nice things for me, then I always think there's no way they could be really nice to me. They're probably doing it for a different reason. They probably want something out of it. And because of that, I end up eventually manifesting it. But on the contrary, I also manifest really good things. So what I wanted to say is that the past few days I've been very frustrated with how things have been going, and I've been wondering what is wrong. I've been writing in my manifestation journal. I've been working very hard on it. I've been working very hard to change my mindset as well and my mental diet as well, because I want to have a higher and happier vibration so I can attract better things in my life. And I was sort of reflecting on it, and today when I was taking a nap, I had this very vivid lucid dream, and I never lucid dream at all. The last time I had a lucid dream, oh my god, I think it was 5 years ago, honestly. I never have lucid dreams. I've tried to lucid dream purposely. I've asked my guides and my angels to help me lucid dream. And maybe I do, but I forget about it. But this one was very vivid. And in that dream, I remember I was in this pool. It was like a public pool, an inside pool. And there were 2 pools. And there was a walkway between them. And on the other side of the walkway was my bed. It was my bedroom for some reason. My bedroom was in a pool. And so I was looking at the water while I was crossing it to my bed, and I picked something up off my bed, and I turned around to walk back out of the room, but then I glanced back and my bed was gone. And it kind of blew my mind, and I was how could the bed be gone? It was just here. This is my bedroom. And then I was oh my god, I'm dreaming, So that's when I almost drifted back into the dream and just went with it. But then I was wait a minute, I can dream about whatever I want. And so I started to dream about whatever I wanted, and which I won't tell you the details of because it's I'm why did I choose that? But basically I remember thinking in my dream, or okay, so I heard I work with angels in my spirit work, so I work with my angels and my spirit guide, Holly, which is why I have the name of my channel, Holly and Ash, because Holly is my spirit guide. And I think it's funny, my name is Ash, his name is Holly, it's plants, trees, and I guess Holly is a bush. Is Ash? Well, I mean, I'm not gonna think too much into it right now, but yeah, so but I heard I channel my angels every once in a while, and I could hear my main angel, Sarah, speak to me in the normal way she does, and she was like, see, you can create whatever you want. And then I was yeah, I understand now. I can do this in real life too. And then I woke up, and I realized, I was holy shit, that was definitely something I needed to see, to completely understand, because even the things I manifested, I would manifest things and they wouldn't be exactly what I thought they would be, but they would still come true, and I was still very happy with it. And I was in the dream, I was still understanding, well, I wasn't very specific, and sometimes I can't be very specific, or else it I'll just get weird stuff or I won't get it at all. But if I put it out there, then it'll happen. It might not happen the way I want, exactly how I want it to or expect it to, but it will. And so that made me feel a lot better about manifestation in general. But yeah, I thought I would share that dream. Oh, there's another part of the dream I forgot to mention. So this was before I realized it was a dream and I was like still in it. It wasn't lucid yet. And I was like outside in this place. It was like a place I've never been to before. It looked like Spain or something like that. You know, there were like, you know, big trees that had like lemons or something on it. Do they grow lemons in Spain? I don't know. It just kind of had that like yellowish kind of glow to it, like the place did outside. And there was like a big table and there was this vase and it was made out of clay and it had like really intricate designs on it. And I thought it was really cool. But like, the vase fell and the top rim of the vase broke off, and I remember being so upset about it. I was like, oh my god, I like broke this vase. It was just so beautiful. And my mom came out, and now my mom passed away like 3.5 years ago now. So usually she's only like a background character of my dreams. She's not usually like somebody who speaks to me in my dreams unless I like ask her to, or I need her to, or she feels like she needs to give me a message. So this was very interesting as well. So my mom came out and she's like, Ash, what's wrong? And I'm like on the verge of tears. I'm like, I broke this vase. Like, you know, I like ruined it. It's broken. Like, you can't put anything in it anymore. Like, look at it. And I put out all the pieces on the table. And she was like, well, she was like, well, you don't have to be upset about it. Like, why don't you just fix it? And I was like, what are you talking about? It's broken. And she said, just get some more clay and fix it. And she just handed me some clay and I started like fixing the rim of it. And I was like, but it won't look the same. And she's like, well, it can look however you want it to look. And, you know, I feel like that's also something that goes with manifestation as well. So, you know, if you feel like your world is broken or if you feel like things just didn't happen the way you wanted it to, you can always patch it up or like remake it, so to speak, okay? So like I had a pretty big, what I would call a failure in January, like March of this year. I was very devastated about it for a long time. I did not succeed at what I thought I would succeed at. And so I was very like, you know, I felt very broken myself. I felt like my world was broken. I thought everything was lost. And I went into a very horrible depression and it became one of the darkest times of my life. And I didn't like start coming out until like late June, early July. But I feel like I needed to see that so that it was a message for me to realize that I can fix things and I can remanifest it and I can remold it to whatever I want. And even though it won't be exactly what I wanted or dreamed of or envisioned, I can make it my own and I can make it just as beautiful, you know? It's like, you know, how in China they would fix like teapots with gold, you know, like things like that. Like that's how manifestation can work. And I wanted to share that with you guys because maybe some of you guys need to hear that right now. Maybe some of you are struggling. Your manifestations aren't really coming to the waking world, or you feel a little hopeless, or you feel like your world is broken, or you feel like nothing is ever going to change. And I just want to let you guys know that like life is fucking crazy, okay? Sometimes divine intervention happens, sometimes free will happens, and there are going to be things that even if you try to manifest them, you cannot control. And also sometimes you cannot control your own fears and the things you accidentally manifest. Like I said, sometimes I manifest bad relationships because I have PTSD and I don't really trust people. And because of that, like I'm always expecting like the bad thing to happen, and because of that it does happen. All right, so I've been trying to get out of that mindset as well, and it's not something that you should beat yourself up over either, because that will just make you feel worse. Okay, manifestation shouldn't put you in a place where it makes you feel bad. It should put you in a place where you can realize things that are hurting you and you can work on them. And that's what I'm learning as well. So, you know, sometimes of course I still get frustrated, but You know, for some of you who are like scared, like maybe you think your bad thoughts are manifesting bad things, or you think like it's never going to happen, like you've been working really hard on it, or you know, maybe you guys hit rock bottom. Some of you guys hit rock bottom recently, and it's just been so difficult for you, and you can't see the light, and you don't know where you're going, and you don't know what's going to happen. I hope this story can help you even just a little bit, even though it was just a dream. You know, I know it was a dream that was given to me as a message, because I never dream like this. I hardly dream at all, actually. Well, I mean, I guess everybody dreams, but I don't always remember my dreams. So this dream is very important to me, and that's why I wanted to talk about it, and I wanted to share it with you guys, because I feel like some of you needed to hear it as well. And so, you know, personally, I'm just going to keep on doing what I've been doing. I'm going to keep on working on healing my PTSD and healing myself, and trying to raise my vibration, and trying to manifest things for the higher good, and create better relationships and better opportunities for myself. One thing I have been doing recently is that I've been trying to leave my home life, because it's very bad, and I haven't been able to find a job at all. Like, I'll find things here and there, and then people will order tarot readings. I make most of my money from tarot readings, basically, and I don't always get them. Or sometimes I ask people to like send it, you know, like if it's through PayPal, I'll be like, please send it like to a friend, okay? So I don't have to pay PayPal fees. Or if you want to send it the business way, can you please add like an extra like 15% to it, so that like it'll pay the fees, because this is my fee and I need that total. And then they don't listen to me, and they'll just send it, and then it's like it knocks like $1 off of it, because I also have sometimes it knocks $2 off of it, because I also have to like put it into my bank account. It's very frustrating, but you know, I've been very frustrated with this in the past, and I haven't been making any money, and you know, people around me were making me feel so pressured, like, well, you're not working hard enough, you're not trying hard enough, you're not open to enough of these things. And you know, like, because I do have PTSD, it's very hard for me to work a high stress job, and you know, that is something that actually really, really harms me in life, because it really like sets me back, and I can't do a whole lot of things. And it's very frustrating to me as well. Even though I'm working on it, it's going to take a lot of time. And so I felt very, you know, frustrated with these people in my life as well. And it's like, you know, even though they knew this about me, like they didn't understand, that sort of thing. So I was feeling very hopeless about my financial situation. And so you guys should check out Joseph Ally. I'll put a link to his channel down below. But I've been using like his manifestation techniques, and something he said about changing mental diet was like, just change the I ams. Excuse me. Change the I ams that you're saying to yourself. So like if you're thinking like, oh, like I'm having such a hard time gaining money, change it to I am so abundant. I gain money easily. I attract money easily. And a part of me was like, does that really work? But I've been trying it now for a little over a month, and I have attracted so much abundance. It's crazy. So much more. I mean, it's not like a huge, massive amount that like I didn't win the lottery or anything. Like it didn't completely change my life. But like, you know, I've gained enough to like notice that I'm attracting abundance, right? So like just even like little things like that work to help like raise your vibration and things like that. And so, you know, things like that, even if manifestation takes a long time to master and a long time to do, and I get very frustrated myself, like it does work and it does happen. So, you know, if anybody else is feeling the same way as I felt before about it, like, you know, ask your guides for help, ask your angel, ask your higher power for help. Okay, ask your whatever higher power you believe in. It doesn't matter what higher power it is, okay? And you know, or ask for signs, or ask for messages, or you know, if you're tarot reading, do some tarot about it, and just like try to follow your intuition about it, and you know, try to do little exercises to see if like small things are manifesting for you and things like that. All right, sorry for the ramble. I considered putting this in a different video because I want to start talking about more spirituality and like the law of attraction and things like that. And I can't talk about it from a standpoint of somebody who has been successful with all of it, but as somebody who is currently going through it and is trying to learn as well. And so I hope that some of you were able to watch this and you enjoyed the talk. And if you did, please let me know down below if you would like to hear more talks like this on my channel. I'll show my face this time, I swear. I know this is kind of boring. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And let's get into the reading. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So let's get started. Hello, hello, pile number 1s. I wanted to make this tarot theme fox themed. If you can see my little kitsune thing I got in Japan, and then the other little kitsune like stuffed animal I have, and the kitsune cards because I feel like foxes are very magical animals, and especially the kitsune in Japanese folklore, they're animals of high magic, and if you're kind enough to kitsune, they can help you manifest great things, or they can bring great wealth into your life. Of course, everything comes with a price, as all stories do. However, I feel like they're very beautiful animals to begin with, and this is one of my guiding animals, which is why I have so many fox-themed things. I don't want to say like totem animal or spirit animal, but like it's an animal that helps guide me through life. And because of that, I try to keep fox-related things around me. So, you know, they're very, very wonderful magician-type creatures. So I thought that would be a good theme today for our manifestation pick a card. So now let's look at your cards and see what you're currently manifesting. Okay, to start off, we have the fair woman, I'm sorry. So you may be trying to manifest a certain person, or you're trying to manifest somebody in your life to help you do something, okay? And so that woman will have fair skin or fair hair and fair eyes, so lighter colored features. You also might be focusing on your anger a little too much right now. Maybe something is making you heated or keeping you up at night, or it's just making it very hard for you to sleep or move on from something. Or there will be a situation where you feel like a situation is coming. I feel like for some of you, I'm getting this message that you think something bad is going to happen, and so you're kind of anticipating it, and it's not making you feel very good, and it might be making you feel a little angry. So watch out for that as well, because this is the card Lightning, which is control your anger or you will be sorry. So do keep that in mind to try to deal with things with a level head. We also have Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end, okay? So you guys are really manifesting some lessons here. Some of you, it's going to be karmic. We have October. So if you were wondering if there's a time frame for something, for one of your manifestations to come up, then definitely October is a good time for you guys. So maybe you started working on this in October, or you had the idea of doing this in October, or this is definitely going to come true and start manifesting in October. So watch out for that as well. We have Box, which is you will receive a gift. So you are manifesting some sort of gift. Rose, romance is in the air. Aww. Oh. And Ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or in business. Okay, so some of you guys are trying to maybe this is the fair woman, okay? So either some of you guys are trying to attract something business-wise or romance-wise, and whatever it is, it's coming. It could even be both, who knows? Maybe you'll fall in love with your boss. So let's see what else you're manifesting. Okay, so for some of you, you guys are really sick of being poised in your life, or you're sick of pretending to be okay or having to balance a lot of things, okay? And so if that's true, then you're manifesting the end of that. You're manifesting a time where you can be more of yourself. And even if you are unbalanced, you are your true self. And you are, you will find abundance with life lessons regarding that as well, okay? So definitely, this is very interesting. So it's like you guys don't want to pretend you're okay anymore. You don't want to like juggle a bunch of stuff. Like maybe at work people are giving you other people's work or something like that. Like you feel like you've been taking on too much. You feel like you can't really be authentic because you have to pretend to be beautiful and graceful and poised, and you're really ready for the end of that, and it's coming for sure. I think you guys are trying to move on from the past in some way because we have serendipity here, okay? So it seems like the things that are supposed to make you happy aren't really making you happy, and so you're trying to manifest different things, and you don't really some of you might not necessarily know what that is. Like you might not exactly know what makes you happy. You just know that this isn't it. And maybe some of you, I'm also getting the message that some of you have kind of reflected on the situation, like, well, I have more than other people do, or I am so abundant with this, like so many people have less than what I have, so why am I not happy? Okay, and if that is true, then I want to let you know that you are manifesting something greater that will help you have better understanding about what will make you happy and fulfilled, and it's okay to have those thoughts. Receiving gifts or exchanging gifts, but I feel like you're going to receive a gift, right? Because where was that? I just saw it. Box. You will receive a gift, guys. Wow, you guys are really going to get a gift of some sort, okay? So it might be like a physical gift, like maybe you wanted your partner to propose to you and you wanted to move on to a different part of life, and the gift can be a ring, or maybe that gift is a job offer, or that gift is a new relationship, or, it could be like maybe you're waiting for somebody to kind of make up with them, like maybe you had a fight with somebody and you're waiting for them to kind of offer you a gift, or maybe you're just feeling down and you really need some kind of gift right now, or maybe there's something you physical that you really, really, really need right now in order to do something that you've really wanted to do and you don't have the money for it or something like that. That's definitely going to manifest. I'm sorry, I'm trying to cover all the bases because this is a general reading, and then we have No Place Like Home, okay, and it's in reverse, which makes me think that maybe some of you aren't very happy with your home life right now and you're trying to manifest like a different place, or maybe you want to travel the world. I think some of you really want to travel or go somewhere new, but some of you don't necessarily know where that is. And so you're trying to manifest like leaving a place of home, okay? And if that's the case for you, then it's definitely coming for you guys. You have Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. We have Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. I'm getting attacked by bugs. And then we also have Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time, okay? So you're manifesting a lot of luck into your life. You're bringing about a time for yourself where you'll be more creative and you'll feel like you have a more solid foundation to do the things that you've always wanted to do. Maybe to create some kind of business, maybe to find a home for yourself, maybe to just be your true authentic self. Whatever that is, it's definitely coming in hot for you guys, okay? Now let's see what could potentially be blocking you. Okay, we have Memories of the Forgotten Self. So, perhaps there's something emotional that you're pushing down and you're not dealing with. There's some kind of emotional baggage here, okay? And so it's either like you just tried to like not deal with things, or you didn't want to deal with certain things that have happened to you in the past. And you just like ignored those and pushed them down, or you just put them off, like put them on the back burner. Maybe you guys are busy and you couldn't deal with certain things. Or you've been thinking about the past too much, and you've been thinking about your past self and past things too much, okay? Because we also have in the card No Place Like Home, we have this, I don't know if you can see it, but it's the moon in this card is a spiral. The spiral is the same card as in this deck as round and round. And round means going around and round in more like toxic or karmic situations, like you can't get out of something, okay? And so, you know, I feel like that definitely is kind of like coming in here as well, because, you know, home is where the heart is. And if your heart is in a place that's not necessarily good, which for some of you it may be the case, you know, there needs to be some kind of healing done before you can manifest these desires. Okay, you guys need to do some emotional healing. You need to do some karmic healing as well. So take some time to kind of reflect on yourself and think about what needs to be healed and why, and what lessons you can learn from it. We have Shadow Dancer next. So Shadow Dancer is a card about, you know, the hot and the cold, okay? So maybe one day this is something you really, really want to manifest, and maybe the next day you're not sure. Because I feel like I'm getting a not sure energy from here. So like some of you are really sure of what you want, but some of you are not. And it could be 50-50 because of how this card is, okay? But if you're getting hot and cold, or if you're getting cold feet, or if you're getting scared about it, or if you're just not sure, try to find the root of that and try to heal that within yourself as well. And if you're scared, just know that like spirit always has your back no matter what. Your higher power always has your back no matter what. Like if you think about all the horrible times you've been through, you've gotten through it somehow, right? So, you know, like it's probably not the worst case scenario for a lot of you guys. Like a lot of you, it might just be anxiety and you're overthinking it, and it's not really that bad. But for a lot of you, it's probably like something where you feel like something is really on the line here and you're too scared to take that leap of faith, okay? So this is something you need to fight within yourself and heal before this can manifest as well, because you have really good things manifesting and you have a lot of luck coming in into your life, and things are going to be really good for you, okay? We also have Watch and Listen Carefully, all right? This card is beautiful. So again, I feel like you guys just need to get in touch with your higher self, and you need to figure out if this is something you really want and why you really want it. And if that's the case, then you need to really stick to it and believe in it. And the more you believe in it, the more you fight for it, the more it'll come true. Also, I feel like some of you really need to watch and study people around you and situations around you, okay? Because it did have, where is the anger card? You know, it did have this card about anger, okay? So some of you might be having issues with relationships right now, where you want to be really quick about it and you want to be like mad at people or like shoot them down or tell them off or whatever it may be. And if that is the case, then this is a sign for you to kind of step back and try to think of the bigger picture and kind of figure out what this person is doing. So watch what this person is doing and listen to what this person is doing, okay? Because it might give you more information than you have, because some of you aren't seeing the bigger picture. Now let's look at any advice Spirit has for you about manifesting your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. Beautiful. Yeah, you guys need to have a lot more faith in Spirit, in yourself, and in your dreams, because they're really coming for you. They're really coming true. You're going to come into a much better place in life, okay? You guys just need to kind of work on that a little bit. And we also have meditate and contemplate. Yeah, that really goes with this card right here, okay? So it really goes with watch and listen carefully. So you guys really need to go within yourself, and you need to meditate and listen to your higher self and figure out what it is you really want, because there's a lot of unsurety here as well, okay? It's not just because of the Shadow Dreamer card, but I get that with serendipity in reverse and poison in reverse as well. Like, I feel like you guys are on a self journey, on a soul journey. Like, you're trying to find your true self and your true soul. you want to be your authentic self. You want to be in a place where you can be your authentic self, where you can be creative, where you can be loved and have love and things like that. So that's what you're trying to manifest. But because you don't necessarily know what you want, Spirit is having a hard time kind of bringing it to you. Okay. And then we also have step out of your comfort zone. All right. So, you know, you guys need to be open to new experiences that come, and be open to the people around you as well. Okay. So even if you have relationships that like something happened and made you feel a little uncomfortable, maybe you can step back and think of why. All right, instead of like being angry, if some of you are angry about relationships. Also, you know, I feel like a lot of new people are going to step into your life, because we do have fair woman here and we have marriage and romance. I feel like some like people are going to start stepping into your life who are very different from you, or have different ideas, or they're people who you didn't necessarily think that you would ever have anything to do with. Okay, so be open to that as well. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, all that good stuff, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody who picked pile number 2. I do want to say before we begin, I always have something to say. I know. I wanted this to be kitsune themed or fox themed, because to me foxes are very, very magical creatures, and kitsune in Japanese folklore have been known to help people manifest their wildest dreams and manifest wealth. Of course, with them, a lot of the kitsunes in these legends are tricksters, and comes with a price. Okay, if you take care of the kitsune, you know, they'll take care of you. All right, but that's why I have all the fox themed stuff here. So here's my little kitsune thing I got in Japan, and then here's my little kitsune stuffed animal and my kitsune cards. And yeah, so the fox is one of the animals that guide me. I don't necessarily want to say like totem animal or spirit animal, but it is one of my guiding animals in this life, and that is why I try to keep so many fox symbolisms around me, because to me it like amplifies the power. I don't know if that's stupid, but yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know that, and I thought that would be kind of fun. So let's see what you are currently manifesting. Okay, we have sunrise here, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. Oh, this is the pile I picked too, by the way. So I'm manifesting whatever you guys are manifesting. I don't know if this is focusing right. We have whale, great worry over nothing. So you guys are definitely manifesting new creative stuff in your life and a fresh start. Okay, so if some of you guys wanted to start something new, like some kind of new idea or new project, you're definitely manifesting a place where you can do that. And right now you're also like worrying over nothing. All right, which really for me, I mean, I'm always worrying over nothing. I always get this card. So but yeah, you guys, ooh, we have flowers, which is happiness. You guys are manifesting great happiness into your life. Beautiful. We have mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. So because this is something that you are manifesting, because this is something you're manifesting, what whale, which is great worry over nothing, is like, you know, you're trying to manifest the fact that you're worrying over nothing. Okay, like you're trying to manifest the fact that whatever you're fretting over will not happen, or it will happen. Okay, whichever it is for you. So that is a very beautiful thing as well. So you're kind of like changing the way reality is around you. But because we have mule, which is someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change, you know, either this could be you, or this can be somebody in your life who you're manifesting or you're trying to manifest with. So I don't know if you've ever heard of the concept of like everybody is you pushed out. And like if you try to manifest that way with like not necessarily that you control them, but you can like kind of change the perception of things. If that's something you're trying to do, like if you're trying to deal with somebody right now and you're trying to manifest something different with them, it might not work because they are very stubborn and set in their ways, regardless of if you believe everybody is you pushed out or not. We also have forest, which is muddled and unclear thinking, okay? So you might be manifesting things on accident as well because you're not thinking clearly, because you're worrying over nothing. But also because of that, you're also manifesting a place in your life where you can finally get over the muddled and unclear thinking and be like, wow, I was worrying over nothing. And then you can manifest from there. We also have Valley, which is deep personal strength and peace that assures success. You guys, wow. I'm so happy with this. I'm glad I picked this pile. So, you know, you guys are definitely, if you're feeling really weak right now or very depressed, or, you know, if you've been struggling with like a lot of inner personal battles or mental battles, it's definitely going to come to an end, okay? You're manifesting yourself into a much better place in life, and you're going to have a better knowing of who you are as a person. We also have woman, dealings or relationships with a woman, okay? So a lot of you guys are manifesting a woman into your life for some sort of reason. And then we have bear, which is danger, especially in money matters, okay? So it is possible to accidentally manifest bad or negative things, all right? And this is something I've been personally working on myself because I have a very bad relationship with money. I've grown up to believe that I should have a bad relationship with money because of family matters. And so that has been something that's been very frustrating for me as well, okay? So if you are thinking negatively about money, like, oh, I can never receive money, or you know, every time I make money, I always have to, like, it just flies out of my wallet and I never see it again, things like that. It's definitely time to change your mental diet and how you view money as well, okay? So take that in mind. I want to put a link to Joseph Ally's YouTube down below, and he's been really helping me learn how to manifest more abundance in my life. So I hope maybe he can help some of you as well. But I also picked this, so maybe I'm also still having some issues with money, and I have seen that a little bit within myself recently, okay? Let's see what else we have. We have to be fair in reverse. Interesting. We have yin. We have building blocks. And we have time to go. Why is to be fair in reverse? Okay, I understand now. So, something you're currently manifesting isn't going to happen the way you perceived it to, or the way you want. What do I want to say? It's not going to happen the exact way that you want it to, or the way you've been imagining it, okay? So I don't know if you've been working with like some kind of specific manifestation technique, or if you're just wondering what you are manifesting in general. But something's going to happen where you think it's not fair, and you feel really upset about it. Or this could be an energy that you're leaving as well. Like maybe this is something you manifested before, and you're starting to come out of this not fair energy, okay? You're also either manifesting more... Sorry, I'm thinking. So I feel like some of you are trying to manifest better relationships and more loving relationships here with the yin. You're trying to manifest people who are more maternal and more soft and more of a divine feminine. And others are trying to manifest more divine feminine within themselves, and they're trying to come into their true power, their true divine feminine power. If you are not a divine feminine in this connection, then you are trying to manifest a divine feminine, which could be this woman here as well. We have building blocks here, so you guys are definitely manifesting something, a solid foundation to build on, and you guys are manifesting maybe even a whole new life for some of you, because we do have time to go as well. So it's really like you guys really don't enjoy the energy you're in right now. Maybe a lot of you feel like it's not fair, or like things just aren't going very well for you, and so you want to manifest out of that energy, and you guys are really gonna do that, okay? You guys are really going to build something up on a solid foundation. Everything is going to be great. And you guys are going to move on to a next part of your life or a next part of your personal journey. Let's see what else. Okay, we have parrot, which is watch your words. So you really need to watch about like what you say and speak, because those things will also manifest. And I'm really guilty of this because when I'm upset about something, I automatically like have to go talk about it. Like I'm not a person that can keep things inside. And you know, like I don't want to accidentally manifest like things just because like I said it, like talked about it, you know, but I also don't want to keep things inside. So like I personally need to find some kind of balance, have like a healthier balance with that as well. But this can also be used in a different way, where you can use it with affirmations as well. And so even if you don't believe it, it's like fake it till you make it, you know, like that kind of thing. So if people ask you like, oh, like, you know, it can be anything, like, what are you doing for work now? Like, oh, I'm going to do this, okay? Or I am doing this. Or, you know, if people are like asking you about your college, you can be like, oh, I'm already doing this, or I'm doing that. It doesn't necessarily have to be true, but it doesn't have to be a lie, okay? It's just something that you're trying to manifest and that you're working on at the same time. So if you talk about it enough as if it's going to happen, then it's going to happen. And that's actually how I manifested one of my first trips to Japan. And so that's a very good technique to use as well. And I feel like some of you are doing that, and you guys are using your affirmations. So like maybe if you're spending money, because it does say beware of money issues. If somebody's like, oh, like, you know, don't you need to be careful with your money? You can say something like, oh, don't worry about it, because for every dollar I spend, I get that plus $5 more back. Or abundance comes to me easily, and you know, I'm a very abundant person, so I don't necessarily have to worry about it because I'll always receive my money back, you know, that sort of thing. You can say those things as well, and they'll start coming true for you. So try to speak things into existence. I feel like you guys are really good at that. We also have armadillo spirit here, which is set healthy boundaries. Ooh, this hits me right in the stomach. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Yeah, you guys definitely need relationships that have healthier boundaries, or you're trying to manifest those right now. I know I am. But yeah, so, you know, if you guys have had issues in the past with boundaries or the way people treat you, like that's going to start changing, okay? Because you're definitely manifesting that into something different. And then we have here koala spirit, which is spirit has a plan. So if you guys have been feeling very lost, or you don't know what to do, or if you need some kind of answers, that's going to come for you, okay? You're manifesting the fact that spirit is going to help you, and they're going to show you the way. So now let's see the things that may be blocking you, okay? We have the creator of light. So you guys need to start vibrating on a higher vibration. Will help you quite a bit. And you guys are light workers, okay? So even if you feel like you're in a situation right now that's not really fair, but also don't overextend yourself, because we do have set healthy boundaries. But, you know, if you can still help people or still guide people, you know, you might want to try to do that, try to open yourself up a little bit more. This can also be towards yourself as well. Like you need to heal yourself a little bit and vibrate at a higher place. All right. Some of you guys are also dealing with a lot of mental instability here with willing entanglement. Like I know personally what mine is. I've been thinking about that recently, but you know, so you know, some of you guys are feeling emotionally trapped about a situation or certain people. And you feel like you can't really move on, or maybe you just don't know how to move on, or you don't really know what to do. But you know, like this is a willing entrapment, okay? You guys are trapping yourself. This person isn't trapping you. The divine isn't trapping you emotionally or mentally when it comes to this. So you know, you guys need to figure out what you need to do with that and kind of move on. And you know, I definitely need to do that myself as well. And then we have threshold, okay? So you guys are really holding something back, if that's like your emotions or your passions or your dreams or something like that. Something I heard personally recently, which may resonate with some of you guys because we both picked the same pile, is that like I'm not being my full authentic self, and I am not speaking my truth. And when I heard that, I got really confused because I thought I was being my authentic self and I thought I was speaking my truth. But in reality, you know, I was like so busy like trying to be this light worker, and I was so busy not setting boundaries and just letting people kind of do what they want with me. It's not necessarily like they did anything really bad. It was just like, you know, when people would be like, oh, I hate I hate it when people do this, or I hate those type of people, and it had something to do with me, then I would try to adjust myself to fit that, right? Or I would try to adjust myself to seem more open or more loving or more available, because I was trying to be this light worker right here. Because of that, I really lost myself, and I lost my voice as well. And so some of you may have had that issue as well, and that's why you need to set more healthy boundaries, okay? So those are things to work on in order to manifest these properly. We also have balanced spirituality and practicality. All right, so don't try to manifest things that are like that just won't work, okay? Like, don't be like, oh, I want to own a purple horse or something like that, you know? Try to only manifest things that you know are realistic. Of course, there's also the ignore the reality type part of manifestation, right? So if something seems impossible, it doesn't necessarily mean it's impossible, but you know, there are some restrictions that may apply. This can also mean that like you guys are too in your head about spirituality as well, or you're not doing it enough, okay? So it can be either or. So maybe you're trying to think too logically about things, or maybe you're trying to be too emotional about things, okay? You guys need to like balance that out a little bit as well. And then work through your fears. Once you guys release these fears and release the fact that you think you're not good enough for this or that, or you feel like you're not worthy to have like these kind of relationships, or to have any, or have whatever you're trying to manifest, then things will manifest a lot easier for you, okay? And don't let pride get in your way, all right? So, you know, there might be some lessons where you think it's unfair, but you know, there's always going to be ups and downs to life no matter what. Like, life isn't always going to be roses and things like that. It's not always going to be purely happy. And so don't take those things too hard. Like, I know I personally have taken those things too hard, mainly because I haven't healed a lot of other things in the past. But just know that, like, you know, we're all people and we're not all perfect. And so, you know, some people are going to do imperfect things and you're going to do imperfect things. And once you sort of realize that and sort of like get a grasp of that, then, you know, you'll start healing a lot faster. Like, I spoke about like not like, you know, being too much of a light worker and trying to like be the preference of like what the other person wanted in order to have better connections, and it kind of destroyed myself. And for a little while I kind of blamed the other people, and I'm like, well, why would they treat me like that? Why would they do that to me? Like, I feel like they used me. You know, I feel like they just didn't love me enough to like accept me who I was. But really, you know, a lot of it was my own fault, because I allowed it to happen, because I didn't set healthy boundaries. Okay, and they're not necessarily bad people. It's just like how I presented myself to them, and so that's how they thought I was like, okay, and things like that. So keep that in mind as well. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this reading, and if you enjoyed my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, all that jazz. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye-bye. Hello to those of you who picked pile number 3. I'm sorry. I know this lighting isn't ideal. I didn't realize how late it was when I started this reading, and now it's pitch black outside, so I'm using the porch light because I'm already set up here and I already have a bunch of stuff over here. So I hope you guys can forgive me, and I hope you guys can see all of your cards, but let's see what you are currently manifesting, okay? It is honestly really creepy being out here alone at night, but luckily I have my dog with me. Okay, let's see. What are you? Oh, no. Sorry, I dropped the card. All right, let's see what you're currently manifesting. So we have kite here, which is vacation. So maybe you guys were trying to manifest some kind of dream vacation, or you guys really just needed a break from things. We have February, so that may come in February, or maybe you started thinking about it or wishing for it in February. We also have April, okay? So you're the only pile that had two separate dates, so this might be two separate manifestations, or it could be when you started certain manifestations, all right? So take it however resonates with you. You are currently manifesting a man into your life. So that could be a man that has to do with work or love. We also have Scissors, which is disappointment in some affair, okay? So it is possible to manifest more negative things into our life as well. So if you're thinking about some kind of affair or situation in a negative light, then it's going to happen the exact way you think it's going to happen, okay? Mainly just because you're thinking about it so much that it comes true, all right? So it is possible to avoid this. This is just what you're on the road to manifesting right now. So if you don't like it, you can always like try to change your view on it and change how you're manifesting it. We also have Target, a goal-orientated person, all right? So you're going to be having you're going to be manifesting more opportunities to go after your goals and what you really want in life and things like that, which is really cool. We also have Cup. You should accept valid criticism, okay? So, you know, that maybe this is just a straight up message for you guys. Maybe you need to talk with somebody, like, okay. I think some of you guys, okay. So, I'm just going to say how I'm feeling. So with Scissors here and then with Cup here, I am thinking that, you know, maybe you're having issues with somebody or something, and you need to have some kind of talk about it, but you don't want to take the criticism for it, or you're avoiding it so you don't have to be criticized in some sort of way, or maybe you feel like you're afraid that you're in the wrong in some kind of way, okay? So if this is true, then you're blocking yourself from receiving more positive manifestations about this situation by not being open to valid criticism and by thinking that this affair will be disappointing, okay? This is not going to resonate with some of you, but it's going to resonate with a few. And so just take it as it comes. But yeah, so do keep that in mind and do try to stay open as well. We also have Pin, new job and career, all right? So if you guys were trying to manifest a new job or a career, that is definitely happening for you guys in the near future. We have higher power in reverse. We have round and round. We have clean it up. I'm sorry if you can't see all the cards here, guys. And we have soulmate in reverse. Interesting. You guys are definitely, here with Clean It Up, you guys are definitely manifesting the end of something. Like maybe something was messy, maybe some kind of relationship or job affair was messy, and you're trying to manifest an end to it so you can clean it up and move on. But at the same time, you're not necessarily manifesting things that are in your best interest as well. So it would be wise for you to like step back and like take a look at what you're manifesting. It seems like the universe has given you an opportunity to do something different or to think a little differently. Like maybe things weren't working in the past, but some of you are still doing the same exact thing over and over again, hoping it'll manifest, because we have round and round here, okay? And if that is true, then you're just going to keep going around in circles. Also, I see here that others are trying to manifest karmic cycles into their lives so they can go through it and work things out, all right? We have soulmate in reverse. So it seems like your soulmate is trying to come in, like maybe you're trying to manifest your soulmate, or your soulmate's trying to manifest you. Or the divine is trying to bring your soulmate to you, but you're blocking it somehow. You're blocking it with something, okay? So maybe you don't feel like you can be in a relationship right now for some reason. Or maybe, maybe you have some karmic stuff to go through before you manifest this soulmate with Round and Round. But there's something you need to do in order to like let the soulmate in, and it, like Spirit is saying that you're not doing it and you're not listening either, because we have higher power in reverse. Sorry guys, there's so many bugs surrounding me. We have higher power in reverse here, right? So this means that you are not listening to your higher power, and you're not listening to the criticism that the higher power is giving you as well. Oh, maybe that's a criticism you need to take. You're also manifesting without using your intuition, okay? So you're manifesting things you think you want but not need, all right? So it's Spirit is recommending that you like sit with Spirit. You sit with whatever higher power you believe in. Meditate, connect with your higher self, get in touch with your intuition and figure things out so you can break out of this cycle and you can clean it up, all right? And then your soulmate will start coming in if you want that person to start coming in. But yeah, right now it seems like you want to clean things up and you want things to get better, and you will manifest that eventually. But right now you're just manifesting things in circles, okay? So you might see the same exact results here. We also have Snake Spirit, which is time to heal, all right? There's definitely some healing that needs to happen here. And so you're manifesting a period of healing as well. We have Dove Spirit, be peace. You're starting to manifest more peace into your life. So, you know, you might start getting out of these cycles you keep manifesting over and over again. And you might start cleaning these up, all right? And then we also have Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibility, okay? You guys definitely, I feel like a lot of you are not open to infinite possibility. Like you guys know what you want, and so you try to get it because you're this very goal-orientated person. You know, you're this very fiery person. You just like want to go for it. You're like, I know what I want and I'm gonna get it. But Spirit is telling you like, no, it's not necessarily for you. It's not really gonna help you. And maybe some of you can't understand like, why I've been working so hard on this and it's not coming to me. That's because you need to do things a little bit differently, okay? Now let's see what else is what is blocking you. Actually, I'm really surprised that some blockages came up in the first set too. We have empowerment, okay? You guys need to like learn some more self-love and self-empowerment, right? You guys are very, very powerful people. I feel like you guys are very powerful manifestors as well. You're very hard workers. You're very good at what you do. And in order to manifest better things, you need to learn how to have more self-empowerment and be happier with yourself and know that you're good at what you do. We also have immortality here, okay? So a lot of you could be old souls, or a lot of you could just like understand how manifestation works and understand how the universe works. So this card is about learning how to love life because we're immortal, right? So if you believe in past lives, like we circle through lost lives, okay? So this card is also like telling you to like loosen up a little bit and appreciate what you need to learn in this life, and recognize what you need to learn in this life to learn it so that in your next life you don't have to learn it again. It's also calling you to try to remember your past lessons as well, because these are important to help you manifest. And then we have time to restore, okay? So we had vacation in the beginning, didn't we? So I feel like vacation and time to restore are very similar. You guys need to take a step back and sort of heal and focus on yourself. Actually, I think this is very similar to this message right here. This one message is very similar to pile number 2 as well. So if you guys felt a little attracted to pile number 2, you might want to go take a look at that, but it's not going to be for all of you. You guys really do need to take a step back and kind of like, was it pile number 2 or pile number 1? I'm sorry, I can't remember now. I'm tired. I'll leave it down below. But yeah, so you guys really need to take some time back to like focus on yourselves, and like you guys really, really, really need to connect with your intuition and a higher power, because it seems like some of you guys are feeling lost, or you guys are feeling like you're going in circles, and maybe you feel very empowered because of that, or maybe you feel like you're losing velocity because of that. You know, it seems like you guys like to work hard and you like to charge forward really fast, and I just don't see that here that you can do that right now. Or you do, but you keep getting the same results over and over again, okay? So once you take time to step back, you don't necessarily need to heal a whole bunch. You just need to, like, even though it says time to heal with the snake spirit, some of you need to heal like past hurts and like karmic stuff before you can move forward, but some of you don't. Some of you just need to take a step back and ground yourself and get in touch with spirit and get in touch with yourself and get in touch with your love of life and realize that, you know, there are certain things we have to go through and certain lessons we have to go through in order to get here. Because I feel like some karmic stuff is blocking you from manifesting what you wish to manifest, and you also wish to manifest how to get over it. But in order to do that, you guys need to take a step back and like focus on yourselves. And once you do, the spirit will give you the answer. I think it'll come quicker than you think, okay? We also have take time to breathe out. So if you guys have been really stressed recently, you guys need to take a mental vacation or a physical vacation for some of you. And you really need to just like take some time for yourself. Like, oh, we have a time for healing here. So yeah, maybe a lot of you do need to heal past hurts. Maybe some of you need to heal physically. I feel like a lot of you need to heal karmic stuff more than like hurt stuff. But, you know, maybe you were hurt recently or were hurt in the past and you just didn't deal with it. But a lot of it is karmic, honestly. A lot of it is like for like lessons for you to go through to grow as a person. And then we have communication is key, okay? So if you're wondering if you should communicate with somebody, the answer is yes, you should. But also, if you're trying to do something, ask for more help, okay? If you're looking for a job, if you're looking for love, if you're looking for advice, if you're looking for help to heal, you know, just open more communication. You guys need to have more communication. You guys also need to have more communication with spirit. I feel like whether you feel like it or not, a lot of you are blocked off to spirit right now, and that is kind of holding you back from your manifestations, okay? All right, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to check out more of my videos, please head over to my channel, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.